and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to create a highlight and contour look. This is a very natural highlight and contour, so if this is something you're interested in, definitely stay tuned so you can learn how to get this exact look. And if you don't know already, I do post every Monday and Thursday, so if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel so that you can always stay up to date on everything I will be bringing to you on this channel. Alright guys, enjoy the show. Just applying my foundation all over just so that I have a nice even skin tone and complexion. I recommend going 1 to 3 shades lighter than your natural skin tone depending on how much of a contrast you want for your highlight. For this, I am using a cream foundation by Untamed Cosmetics because I want a nice full coverage. Here's a quick tip. If you want to know how far to bring your highlighter down, just suck in your cheeks and make that famous fish face and apply the highlighter no lower than where that cave goes in. You don't want to apply it in the cave because that's where we're going to put our contour, so bring it right above there. Next, I'm just going to apply the highlighter on all the high points of my face, so that's on the cupid's bow of my lip and on my chin, as well as the bridge of my nose and my forehead. On my forehead highlighter, I'm going to only bring the highlighter right up to the arch of my eyebrow on each side and stop there. And because I do have a bit of a 5 head, I'm going to try my best to not highlight my forehead so much. So I'm only going to bring it about halfway into my forehead and then contour the rest of my forehead to make my forehead appear smaller. Now I'm literally going to beat my face with a beauty blender just to further diffuse any harsh lines and really blend my highlight color into my foundation color. This is what's going to help to make it look more natural and less of a shocking highlight. For contouring, I recommend using a color that's 1 to 3 shades darker than your natural skin tone. I'm using a small and tapered brush to help me apply this very precisely along the sides of my nose. So we're going to go back in and make another fish face and bring in that contour color right into that little cave and dip that's in your cheek, because that's where we want to contour and really give ourselves some nice popping cheekbones, and this will help. So this is a nice little tip to suck it in and make that fish face. Now I'm going back in with my beauty blender and blending that contour color up into my highlight just so that the colors can really blend together, and being really extra careful when I get to my nose so that I don't blend that contour color into my highlight and just create one big blob of a mess. So take your time when you get to your nose area, okay? So the first step is to set with a translucent powder. I prefer to use Mercier's translucent powder over banana powder just because this gives me less of a white overcast than the banana powder does. As you can see here, I didn't apply any highlighter underneath my contour on my cheek just because I find that sometimes it looks a little bit too cool on darker skin tones. So a little trick that I do here is I just apply some setting powder underneath that contour to sharpen it. This right here is my "Have you subscribed yet" dance. Have you subscribed yet? Okay, well don't forget to subscribe. So I'm just gonna quickly bake and then dust it all off. Then go ahead and go in with a colored base powder and then go back on top of it with my colored powder and sharpen it even further. And that gives the same look without the ashiness. So now I'm going in with Swiss Chocolate Blush by MAC Cosmetics just to further define my contour in my cheeks and along my nose as well. and around the perimeter of my forehead to again appear a little bit smaller than it actually is. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of some blush on my cheeks. This one is Orgasm by Nars. Now to get even more of a glow, I'm going to apply Yellow Topaz by MAC. It's a cream color base blush, and I'm just going to use my ring finger and lightly tap it along the high points of my cheekbone and into a C formation above my eyebrow. Now I'm going in with Soft and Gentle by MAC to set that cream color base and give my cheekbones even more of a pop, and all of this is going to look super natural when it's done. Just a little bit of lipstick. Again, I want to keep this really natural, so I'm using one of my favorite natural lip combos, and that is Chestnut Lipliner with Half and Half lipstick, both by MAC Cosmetics. And the key here is I'm using a cooler lipstick, which is the Half and Half, so I'm going to warm it up with the Chestnut to create the perfect nude lip. Alright, Untamed Beauty Tribe, so that was my highlighting and contouring routine. I hope that you learned something new, and if not, at the very least that you were entertained. Alright, until next time, loves. Mwah!